18th century, fascination was considered to be a work of witchcraft. In the 19th century, it began to evolve into being an extension of the figment of the imagination. Look, it's not something to be feared, but fascination is something to be measured and managed and mastered. We see fascination rear its ugly head early on right in the Garden of Eden, when Eve makes the choice to want to have a taste of the one thing that God said that we were not supposed to have. See, you have to be careful of who you allow yourself to be lured by and pulled to. Because many times the things that we are allured to are the very things that God does not want us to have. It has been said that there are 7 levels for your education and enlightenment. To fascination, I'll give them to you for your education and enlightenment. The first thing is called lust. Because it creates a craving for sensory pleasures. So I'm drawn to something that will either feel good, sound good, or taste good. The second level of fascination is called mystique, being allured to unanswered questions. You are fascinated by something or somebody you cannot figure out. The third level of fascination for your education and enlightenment is what alarms me. The thing that threatens me with negative consequences. Can I make it plain? You were told at an early age, whatever you do not put your hand on the stove. Because if you do, it will burn you. But it wasn't until you put your hand on the stove that you found out that what mama was right about it. And it burns you. The fourth level of fascination is called prestige. We are attracted to people who have a level of respect because of symbols or achievements. So now you hook up with somebody, you like them, but they have no morals, they have no values, but you like their money. They are not interested in you, and you know it, but because they take care of you, you stay with them. The fifth level of fascination is power. We are enamored with people who seem to be in control and exercise authority. The sixth level of fascination for your education and enlightenment is called forbidden fruit, the vice. Every person in this place, no matter how holy, sanctified you think you are, everybody likes something. Everybody is attracted to at least one thing that does not have God in it. You ain't gonna say amen, but when nobody else is around, everybody has a desire for something you should not have. The final level of fascination, don't shout too early, is trust. We are fascinated with somebody who will put complete trust, who we will put complete trust in, or put complete trust in us when we are not really attracted to them. So you will go with what's reliable because it's safe. So you end up breaking up with the person that you know is not good for you, but keep going back because you would rather go with what you know rather than go with something you aren't sure about. So trust gives you a false sense of security because you would rather knowingly be miserable than go out on a limb and be with somebody who you have not learned all of their proclivities yet. People are trying to figure out why it is that you keep staying in a situation that you and people know you are better than. You have slipped into a pattern where you would rather be with somebody that doesn't treat you like anything because at least you know them, as opposed to starting over again with somebody you don't know. Many people have had their lives messed up and destroyed, missed their destiny and their purpose because of the spirit of fascination. And here is where Herod has to be. Herod exudes, folks, one of the levels of fascination, in that as the king, he operates out of power and control. Herod is exhibit A. That you cannot tell who a person is by what they do. That's why you have to be careful of people who introduce themselves to you based on what they do. Because if all they are is what they do, they ain't really nothing at all. You know anybody like that? Every time you talk to them, they can't even have a civil conversation without telling you all of their accomplishments, all of their attainments, their education, who they know, who they connected to. You need to say, bump all of that. Tell me who you really are. Did you lose the job? Have you ever lost your job? Have you ever lost your car? Just the other day, I lost my car. I had a key fob, went out to church, and my car was gone while I was at work. Tell me who you really are. I lost my house. Tell me who you really are. Not who you think you are or who you want to be, but tell me who you really are. Would you have any identity? Because who you are is not wrapped up in what you have. Who I am is wrapped up in whose I am. Is there anybody in here that can say, I'm not wearing, I don't have a fancy car, I don't have a big time job, I'm not wearing major clothes, I'm not living in a major house, but when I woke up this morning, I was happy with me because I woke up this morning with my mind staying on. This is why you can't afford in this season of your life to allow your relationship with God to be contingent on stuff. Because sometimes God has to take away your stuff to teach you who you really are. Strip down to nothing. So you can learn that you have value without having things. That you are valuable without having stuff. Yeah, Herod is powerful. He's a powerful person. And people are attracted to his power, to him because of his power. And he has a wife by the name of Herodias. John has had a problem with this woman because Herod took his wife from his brother. And John spoke to them and told them that this relationship is out of order because it is not God ordained. And the text says that because John spoke truth to her, she began to hate him. There will always be people that when you stick up and tell them the right thing, they will try to villainize you, will try to cast you out because of you telling them the God thing. But for God I live, and for God as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. I wish I had help in here. Just nudge your neighbor and say, I wish I didn't like it so much. There will be people who don't like you because you have the nerve to speak truth to them without caring what they think about you. Because a real friend will tell you the truth even when you don't like it. A real friend will refuse to see you in something that's beneath your purpose and potential. They will tell you, look, boo, you need to get yourself together and get out of that before you end up looking crazy sitting on the curb. I don't know who I'm talking to, but whenever you stand on the word of God, don't expect to be popular. Herodias can't stand John, so she looks for an opportunity, so she wants him dealt with. But she has a problem. Her husband / brother-in-law likes John. He likes to listen to John talk. So she has to find a way to manipulate her husband into giving her what she wants. She got to find a way to get out of him what she wants to happen. So that's what the enemy tries to do to you. He wants to break you down, to get to you, whatever he wants to happen to you. She wants you to, the text says, she wants you to be broken down so she can have her way with John. But her husband cares about John and likes to hear him talk. So here is what she comes up with. Verse number 21, I'm in the text. That at the opportune time, which implies that she has come up with a plan and was waiting for the right moment to put it into practice. She had figured out how to manipulate Herod. She put in front of him his weakness. See, y'all ain't gonna say amen, but I know there's somebody in here that you're willing to say, I love God and all of that, but there are some things that I still struggle with. She knows what her husband's weakness is. She knows what he can't handle. So watch what she does. She sends her daughter in to dance in front of him. And the text says, when she danced, it did something to him. I'm in the text, I promise. The Greek word says, it turned him on. I'm in the text, I promise. It fascinated him. Harriet, I obviously has a problem. Herod obviously got some issues we don't know about. Y'all don't hear me today? But Herodias does. He obviously got a weakness that ain't been put in the text. He has some issues that has not been publicly exposed. Something is wrong with Herod because he's not just attracted to a dancer, he's attracted to his stepdaughter. I mean, he's better than Kevin Gates. He got two phones, one for the mama and one for the stepdaughter. Y'all ain't hearing me. And the question I want to ask the text is, how can he be sleeping with the mama and got his eyes on the child? Something is wrong with Herod. He has a drawing to somebody who's underage. And the text says that she's dancing, not just a private dance. I mean, this ain't the champagne room. The text says she's dancing in public with all the men, and Herod is turned on in front of all the other. Y'all don't hear me today? Go ahead. It's something wrong when you become so free in your weakness that you don't even try to hide it from other people. Right. Some of us are super saved and some of us are so sanctified, but is there anybody that can testify that the thing that is stopping me from being free is the thing you are not supposed to have? And the struggle is that the thing you are not supposed to have is the very thing that you like so much. I mean, it would be easier to get delivered from it if I didn't like it so much. I could walk away from it if I didn't like it so much. I can get tired of it if I didn't like it so much. But you ain't even praying about it because you like it so much. There is some things that while you are in it, you don't feel guilty about.
Yeah, come on now. Come on now.
You got needs. You grown. The Lord knows your heart. You want to do better, but everybody else doing it. They're doing their thing. I'm trying to fight it, but reality is I like it too much. I can't get it out of my spirit, and I just wish I didn't like it so much. I know it's not good for me, but I really like it. It meant no problem for me. It ain't no stress. I ain't worried. I hate that I like it, but I really like it. I try to do better, but something keep telling me I was born this way. I tried to opposite sex, but I keep being lured to the same sex. I'm a woman that loves another woman. I'm a man that loves another man. And I wish I didn't like it, but I like it. And I got one problem. I like it too much. I tried not to do it, but I like it. I tried one drink, but I like it. I tried a 40, a shorty, and a blunt, but I like it. I need to calm my nerves. I only get high when I'm stressed out, but I like it. I only do drugs recreationally, but I like it. When I only gossip with certain folk, but I like it. I wish I didn't like it, but Reverend, I like it. I like talking to lying folk. I like talking to backbite folk. I like talking to gossiping folk. I like talking to mean folk. I wish I didn't like it, but I like it. I want God to just give me a free pass on this one because it is just my one little weakness. I need God to turn his eyes. I want to be pleasing and acceptable in his sight, but I got one problem. Y'all gonna help me preach this thing tonight. I wish I didn't like it, but I like it. It's a part of my flesh, and I like it. The reason I keep getting tempted by it because you can't be tempted by something that you do not like, because reality is you. And sometimes the shout of salvation and sanctification is that you learn how to say no when in reality you really want to say yes. Yeah. Hallelujah, somebody. I'm preaching to myself. Is there anybody in here that will tell the truth and say, I wanted to say caught up in here, dog. The reason why God can't suit or deliver some of us is because we come to church perpetrating the fraud, acting all phony, like we don't have any issues. You had better make up in your mind and be honest about what you like and ask God to take it away from you because you love God more than you like. Are there any real saints in the house that will say, I like some stuff, but I love God more than I like? And because I love God more than I like it, I'm going to pray every day, God, I like it, but take the taste away from me. Is there anybody in here that will say with me, I love God more than I like cussing. I love God more than I like sex. I love God more than I like getting high. I love God more than I like gossip. I love God more